Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdom. So we have the normal wheel that just pop in my kingdom, and in the same time I want to talk a little bit about the Wheel of Fortune. After that we're gonna go on the patch notes and we're gonna review it. Before I'm gonna start spinning the wheel, there's a couple of things I need to say because I don't do max spin on the wheels anymore. So before I did, I was doing it, but since they are introducing the Garden of Infinity, I just find more important to actually have a lot of materials. Having a lot of materials allow you to craft equipment, as high equipment as possible. I also crafted my first Dark Lord's Blessing, so WT after that it didn't went expertise, but still I'm very happy that I crafted one. So materials play a very important role into the game right now. You still need sculptures, that's true, but you also need to think about the gems. Just because right now you have the gems doesn't mean you will not need later, in a week, 2 weeks, in a month. You will still need gems. These events are on a regular basis. I prefer to actually spend more on the Garden of Infinity, actually max spin the Garden of Infinity, make sure that I have equipment to actually empower the commanders that I have right now, rather than just keep going for sculptures and just having all the legendaries but not have proper equipment on them. So let's go ahead and let's spin the wheel. And how much I do spin on the universal is 40. If you're a free to play, you can just do 10. The best way you can just do 10 is you use the free one, then you use the 3 half price, that brings you to 4. Then you want to do another spin full price, which is 650, and then you do a 5 spin, which is another 3000. That should bring you to about 4600, 4700 gems, and you get 5 sculptures guarantee plus whatever you're gonna get in those 10 spins. I'm going for 40 spins and I get a total of 13 sculptures guarantee plus whatever I will get in those 40 spins. I think I do 42 because I don't wait just for the half price. Anyway, 13 sculptures, 22,000 gems plus whatever you're gonna get. That's definitely worth it. Going for the 80 spins, you must really need sculptures or you must really have a lot of gems to put in the universal wheel. Now that all being said, let's do the 50% off one first, and we get 1.5 million food. Not sure I'm very happy about it, but I'll take it. Let's start with the 5 O's. And the first thing we drop on the sculptures, that's a total win. Not the building, no, but the sculptures is really good, not the wood, the worst. Okay, 2 sculptures, so I say that this is a win. So I'm gonna put in the counter 2 sculptures. I wanna see at least a 3. No, we just went past. I'm not saying that I don't need stars, but we rolled these for sculptures, so show us the sculptures. Alright, 3 sculptures so far. That was so close. And 24-hour speed ups. Alright, 3 sculptures, I'll take that. I'm not counting the 13 because I'll get them anyway. I'm just counting the spins. So far I'm on 3 sculptures, I'm on 4 sculptures. It's a win-win situation so far. 5 sculptures, yes. A lot of gold and stars. Okay, 5 sculptures, I'm happy with that. It still didn't drop on the 3 one. He's toying with me. He's really toying with me. That's so bad when it drops on the 1 star. So this was a very bad. Alright, 5. Still goes on the stars. It's so awful when it goes on the stars. He was so close next to the 3. And again, no sculpture. Wow. You see, this is why I only go for the 40, because it's a very huge lottery. So you're throwing in gems to get stuff you don't need. This is a bunch of stuff that I don't need and I'm throwing in my gems on. That's why I rather try my luck on the materials, because that I know for 100% sure that I do need. And you get a lot more stuff from the materials. It looks like the dog is in pursuit. The bellman is at the door. Or my brother. I think my brother is coming home. Alright, so we are at 6 sculptures. That's looking really bad so far. Really bad. That's why I got the 13 guarantee. I will get the 13 guarantee from the chests. And whatever I will get from the spins as well. Alright, 6. So 6 sculptures, still pretty bad. So this is gonna be the last 5 spins. Let's hope they will recover a little bit on this 5. No, still very close to the 3. Look at that, just teasing. All right, 7 sculptures, 7 sculptures, 7 sculptures plus 13, that's 20 sculptures. So I pretty much paid about 1,000 gems per sculptures plus all the stuff that I got, which, like I said, I don't really need any of the other stuff. Some players still need research speed up, building speed up. That's, you know, really awesome. But for me, you know, it's pretty bad. They're just stacking up there and doing nothing. Update, Golden Kingdom. Alright, so the first point is the Golden Kingdom event begins. Invaders are rampaging through Karaku. The legendary Golden Kingdom calls to you, a savior from the outside world, foretold in prophecy. You are the last hope of the Golden Kingdom. You heard that? You are the last hope. Without you, they are lost. An epic adventure. An epic? Come on, it should supposed to be legendary, right? I mean, things should be legendary, just epic. Feels a little purplish, right? An epic adventure that will take you to an unpredictable journey filled with random special events. The brand new single player dungeon Golden Kingdom is coming soon. Alright, that sounds awesome. Prepare your troops and steel your hearts, for the fate of the Golden Kingdom hangs on every choice you make. Pretty awesome. Alliance event calendar. Alright, so this is also awesome. We added the new Alliance event calendar function where you can schedule and arrange Alliance events more conveniently and flexibly. Come try it out. I still believe on mail and marks is better, but yeah, let's say that's something nice. Ceroli Crisis improvements. Added team skills. Use them wisely to gain an advantage. Alright, that's awesome. They're definitely trying to make Ceroli Crisis even more friendly, more entertaining, because obviously right now probably a lot of you just feel that all this Ceroli Iron Church is just something that you need to do, something that you need to farm. And I think they are realizing that. And what they are trying to do, they're trying to tune it down to make it a little bit more entertaining or interesting. Personally, I like a lot of music inside Ceroli. Added a select target feature to allow governors to shift targets while fighting. That's interesting. Let's see how that works. Optimize the enmity mechanism. Chieftains will now use logic to choose their targets, so watch out. Skills of some chieftains have also been tuned accordingly. So exactly like I was mentioning earlier, they're trying to make it a little bit more entertaining. Iron's Ballads improvements. Added team skills. Use them wisely to gain an advantage. And added notification for when you have fallen troops to revive and when the dungeon ends, as well as an exit button to exit the battlefield. Pretty much every time someone gives them feedback, they're just trying to think about it if that is actually good. So all the feedback that you ever give or after each and every update or regarding the events, they are definitely looking into it. This is the reason they are also working on it and they are improving all these events, because players keep sending feedbacks. Arms training improvements. Added 10 new skills to Arm Master Lohar. Holy moly, he will become a much more challenging opponent. Okay, so now it's an even larger variety of how to actually choose all the skills from Arms Master Lohar. That's definitely going to be a challenge now in how players will actually get the highest ranks. UI screens have been adjusted to make them more player friendly. Lost Kingdom and Past and Glory improvements. Based on your feedback about the Lost Kingdom and other events, we have made the following optimizations. This is really bad. This is awful. Ethelflaed sculptures will no longer be reclaimed a stage 3 on the Past Glory event. Well, that was a huge amount of coins that everyone was able to get from Ethelflaed sculptures, because everyone who maxed it, what do? You just buy them all the time, right? You buy them from the shop and you just stack them up, and when you get into the Lost Kingdom, you rebuild your fortress and then you just trade them in. You get a buttload of coins, you empty the shop, plus you get some chests, so you make some utilities instead of just having thousands of Ethelflaed sculptures sitting in your inventory. So this is pretty bad that these sculptures will no longer be reclaimed. Everyone has access to them. What's the problem? I'm just saying. Alright, so a bunch of immigration during the Lost Kingdom changes, reduce the chance for ancient ruins, and this one is very nice, reduce the stalker kill count requirements for ancient ruins and altar of darkness in the kingdom history progression, because you can only use one march. This is something they would have need to thought before, because that's very true. I don't think anyone actually managed to kill them or actually get the rewards from the Twilight. Barbarian Keep improvements. Notifications will now be displayed when a chieftain appears or is defeated. Well, to be honest, there's not really great news and there's not really improvements, because a lot of players are actually scanning the map all the time, right? When you zoom out, it's exactly like I'm doing right now. When you zoom out, you have the Barbarian stronghold on the left, so it's very easy to actually scan around the map, and you will see the exclamation mark if there is actually a Barbarian Keep or not. So it's very easy to find it. But now if there will be a notification to actually let us know, then a lot of players will actually know about it. So a lot more players will gonna hunt the Barbarian Keeps. So before the update, try to get the stuff that you need. It will definitely help you a lot. Optimize the reward preview screen to make it more intuitive. Okay, sounds awesome. Barbarian Keeps have a higher initial level in provinces closer to the center of the kingdom map. So probably around the Lost Temple, they probably increased the level, because right now they are all 25. When it's first introduced, the Barbarian Keep, they were supposed to go up to level 60. I believe that was way too high. Anyway, making them higher next to the Lost Kingdom map, that's actually nice, because you can actually go with a couple of friends instead of just doing it alone. Equipment attribute optimizations, this is definitely something you want to look for. So Pendant of Eternal Night, I was so about it because it was having normal attack damage minus 20%. So you were doing less normal attack damage, but you were doing more skill damage. They probably realized that 2% is nothing, and people are actually a little bit skeptical of just crafting that item while they do less normal attack damage. But now it's gonna be changed, and it's pretty clear it will just do skill damage, and that's gonna make him a very good trinket. Delane's Amulet, honestly a little bit useless. Incoming normal attack damage plus 3%. They forgot to put the percentage, don't worry. Incoming counter attack damage minus 10%, and now they are changing it to counter attack damage taken minus 5%. I'll tell you the truth, this Delane's Amulet had only one specific utilities, maybe up against Charles and Richard, or Charles and Constantine, or even Charles and Wuzitian, because that they have the highest counter attack damage bonus. So actually this trinket, Delane's Amulet, will now actually have a significant utility on any kind of commanders, not just against that. Before that, like I was mentioning, was a very unique utilities just against a couple of marchers would have worked, but now actually counterattack damage is happening every turn. After every attack, it's happening counterattack damage. So taking less counterattack damage is going to be very useful. This Delane's Amulet will finally have a huge utility and will definitely work crafting for each and every march you have. Other changes: optimize the special effect of casting skill to have governors distinguish allies and enemies. Well, when it's a lot of players fighting, you don't actually see any kind of skill. So I'm not sure what special effect they're talking about. Added customization settings like troops strength bar display and commander boost notice. Added a save draft feature to the email. Alright. Optimize the description text on the dismantle screen so that governors can check what quality materials they will get back when dismantling a piece of equipment. You already see the quality and the items that you receive, right? I mean, that's what I remember. Added a hold and drag marching tutorial animation to have governors quickly learn about marching techniques. Holy moly, was it really needed? Optimize rally notification to help governor notice them in time. If they pop on the screen like big and red, you're getting rallied, yeah, they're probably gonna see that. Remodeled Eulji Mundok to be more aligned with the historical figure. Wow, so Eulji Mundok is gonna be much nicer. Alliance leaders can now check the coordinates of Alliance members. Finally, thank God. That was so needed. Rank 4s and rank 5s, they should definitely be able to check that. And now they're actually adding it. Alright, that's awesome. This number 8, that's really awesome. That's a really nice optimization. Everything else doesn't seem something to be needed. Fixed a bug that allows some participants to actively enter the enemy's safe zone in the Ark of Osiris event. Alright, so that's what's happening for a very long time. There is a way to actually get in, but you can't do anything. So finally they are fixing it. 12-hour peace shields are now available in the shop. hold on. At this point, I hope they're just upgrading the 8-hour shields. I really hope they're doing that. If they're adding another card with 12 hour just so people can actually buy a 12-hour shield, that's really bad. That's horrible. If they're just upgrading the 8-hour shields to 12-hour shield, that's really awesome. Because you can get the 8-hour shield, hopefully the future 12 hours, from your daily chest. That's how probably a lot of players have the 8-hour shields. You know, the daily activity chest that you get. I just hope it's that. 12-hour shields would be awesome than 8. Immigration power cap for immigrants coming to Imperium Kingdoms was increased from 25 million to 35 million. Yes. That is really nice for Imperium Kingdoms. So they'll definitely keep working and keep upgrading 35 million to actually replenish and get active players into an Imperium Kingdom. At that point, 35 million can be very close to T5 if it doesn't have a lot of troops. So if you get 0, you can now look for an Imperium Kingdom to rebuild your troops. You can now enter the achievement wall screen to set up which achievement to display by tapping any achievement icon in your profile. But don't you already can do that? Anyway, revise the quality of the Mayan Mystery City Hall decoration from Epic to Legendary. That was definitely needed. I mean, people are going to the Osiris Invitational and you give them an epic design. Come on, yo. That was so... I was like, what the hell? Why would someone even bother for that Osiris Invitational to get an epic design? But now they get a legendary design, so that's more like it. Prolong the durability of ore concoctions and elixirs. Okay, concoctions now last for 1 hour and elixir lasts for 30 minutes. Let's say that after this update, I might think about, if I find the players, I might think about doing some hell mode. And let's see how many you can do with an elixir, if it's worth it. Because the way they are right now, these elixirs and the concoctions, they just don't worth it. They just cost a lot and you just don't have the time to actually do so many of them. You lose coins by just using them. Just to do help, it won't work. Optimize the sound effect and some commanders make them better suit their personality and or current environment. And there you go, you can just give them their feedback. Click here to give us the feedback, what you think about the update. Give them their feedback. This is how they are keep optimizing the game. So the equipment attributes optimizations, that was something that was definitely needed. A couple of other things. The arms training is very nice that they are making it more challenging. Iron's balance improvements and a lot of other improvements. But the other changes, there's also a couple of things like I mentioned that were definitely needed. Alright, yo, so that's pretty much about this update. I'm definitely looking forward for this update, and I'm looking forward for some more epic commanders, or that sounds awful, but even some legendaries. You know, some commanders, something to talk about. This is your boy Legeroni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one. Give your feedback.